You know, when you breathe in like that, it's like immortalizing yourself to bring the power that is surrounding you into your system. It's so nice. So when I do that, power coming inside me, and that's what I feel. Habari ya asubuhi, good morning kwa Wakristo, Bwana asifiwe, Waislamu, assalamu alaikum. Those are the greetings I know that are universal to some extent. Welcome again to my world. I'm your boy James Okanga, and I'm here today to help you reclaim your power. Who you are, who you are, and you don't know. Actually, kuna vitu nataka tujue leo, being that it's on a Sunday, and I feel blessed, I'm healthy, I feel good, I'm happy, I have a vision, I'm normal, and I know what I'm saying, I know what I'm doing, I'm just okay. That's what I feel, and everything around me is connected to me. Thank the Most High for the blessings. Let me tell you one thing, guys. One thing that you should know, this is the time to awaken up. Things are changing. Sincerely speaking, the coronavirus might appear like is a doom to our lives, but somehow it's also a blessing to us. That's what I feel like, because since 2020, when the corona hit the country, I've noticed that people are waking up. People are reclaiming their power. People now want to know the truth. Yani people are just focusing of knowing realities and things that are more important to them, which is very good. That's a great awakening, and that's really motivates me. You know, it might seem like it is the end, but the fact that in the universe there are some laws that really govern the well-being of the universe and the progression of the universe. Like you know, it is true that sometimes when it feels like it is the end, that's the beginning of things, because nothing comes easy in this earth. Nothing comes easy, actually. Everything you have to be determined. You have to feel some little pain for change to come, which is very true. So this is what I want to tell you guys. We human beings are here for a reason. You are actually here for a reason. You have a purpose in this earth. You are not just created to live the kind of life that you are living in now. You are living the kind of life that you're living in now because your ancestors were programmed to live a certain way of life, and they really passed that into you and into the next generation, and next generation, the next generation. And it is really deeply rooted into our DNA. Now it is the time for us, this generation, the coronavirus generation, the internet generation, and the super technology generation, to try and change things for the future generation. Because since actually we've been diluted with so many bad things, and we've accepted them. So what we can do, because maybe it is one person out of 10 who is awakened, and if you are alone and the others are so many, that means you can't beat them. So you'll always be joining them. So what I want to say is that we have the responsibility of making the world now better for the next generation. And it is true that when the human race, or when the animals are dying and everything is just vanishing, life will not end. There'll come a new tribe, a new version of people with different technology, with different mindsets, and different intelligence, to bring about the green pasture in the world, to make the world to be the better place that it used to be. That is it. The world is more than thousand years that we don't actually know, because we were not really told the real truth about the earth. But I'm glad to know and to let you know that if you are connected, and when you know yourself, you just be getting information randomly in a miraculous way around you from the mother nature. So it's just like I've always been telling you, the system of the process is to make sure that you have engineered your inner self. You've just created everything good inside yourself. So it is like this. This is what I want you to know. It is your time to change. It is your time to attract the things that you want. It is your time to bring the good life that you want in your life. This is what really keeps you away from going to the target, the people that are surrounding you. You know, I normally tell people that they claim that there are so many problems in this world, but to me, there is only one problem in this world, and that problem is human beings. We human beings are the one who are creating a lot of problems in this world. We are the creators of everything that is surrounding us. Like I told you in my last vision, God did his part, which was to create you, give you an habitat, and give you the resources and everything that you need to make you survive and live good in this world. But we've always been spoiling, 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 and spoiling. Seriously? Huh? So unfair. So, this is what I want you to know. That before you were born, people were there. When your dad and mom met, people were there and they were talking about their relationship. When your mom and dad started living, people were there and they were talking about their life. When your dad did the right thing into your mother's womb, which is creating you, people were there and they were still talking about that. Amepewa mimba, akona born, he'll give birth. The Jamas just did his part. People were talking, they were there and they were still talking. When your mom was carrying you in the womb for 9 months, people were still talking. They were talking about the pregnancy, and they were talking on the way your mom is handling your pregnancy and the way they were living with your father. They were still talking and talking. That is still when you were in the womb. When your time of being born was almost there, people were still talking, asking, ataza siku gani? When will she give birth? I A pregnancy has just taken long. I She's not eating good. That's why people were still talking until you were born. On that day that you were born, people were still talking. Look at him. Look at the baby. Ah, he's so dark. Look at his nails. They're like his father's, eh? Look, they were still talking. And when you were growing up, people were still talking. They were still talking about you. Look at the way he's growing. He's going to be a bright boy. He's going to be a bad-mannered boy. People were still talking, Bana. Eh? When you started going to school, people were still talking. Amanza kwenda shule. They've took him to the best school. Ama they've took him to the worst school. That school is not good for their child. People were still talking. When you're still going through your education, they were still talking and asking you on how you are performing. People will always talk, 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 talk. When you finished your class 8, people were still talking as he passed his field. He was not serious. People were still talking. When you started your high school education, they were still talking. Ameenda shule gani hiyo? That's not the best school. That school is I'm not performing. They were talking so much things. People were still talking. Watu wataongea. It is their right to talk, and it is our universal right and our birthright to have freedom, freedom to everything. Come on, we are given that by nature. Who's gonna take that away from us? Who? They took it away from us for so many years. But I'm glad people are waking up. Knowledge, 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 knowledge. People are waking up. Yeah? You guys, when you finished your high school, people were still talking. When you met your first love, people were still talking. When you got your job, people were still talking. When you failed, people were still talking. People will always talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. It is the nature of human beings to always talk. Why were they given sound and language to talk? You can't stop anybody from giving out their opinion. Being that we live in a free world where everyone is entitled to their opinion, I want you to know that whatever you do, whether right or wrong, people will always talk. If you don't do it, people will always talk. If you do it, people will always talk. If you refuse, people will always talk. People will always talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. So let not words of other people define you. Let not words of other people give you a destiny. Let not the words of other people define your future. Let not the words of other people prevent you from reaching your destination. Don't don't care about what people say. Live your life. The corona came for a reason, and everything in this world happens with a reason. People are awakening up. People are starting to reclaim their freedom. People are starting to see the truth. Where are you in this matrix? Are you still asleep? Do you want to awaken? Do you want a better life? Stop believing and encroaching yourself into other people's business. People will always talk. You will never stop people from talking. Whatever you do, people will always talk. If you're sick, people will always talk. When you die, people will always talk. You will never stop people from talking. So let not the words of other people define who you are. Let not the words of other people prevent you from reaching your destination. Let not the words of other people stop you from being who you are. Live your dream. Go for what you know you want. Go for what you believe you are. Snatch what you deserve. Freedom is never given. Freedom is taken. So unfair. It's time to change the world around us. And the change begins with us. Thank you so much. Nobarikiwe kabisa. Knowledge, knowledge, knowledge.